A cabbage, just one little cabbage that I feel like I am going to eat. So I haven't cooked with you guys in quite some time. So today we're going to cook together. And I'm going to make the viral cabbage cabbage ball that everybody has been talking about. And I am going to see what it tastes like. So I'll be making a viral cabbage for me that probably should have got a bigger one that everybody has been talking about, and that's what I'm gonna eat today. And then for my family, I'm going to cook trying to get the core out. I am going to cook the smothered potatoes and green beans and baked chicken. So I got the core out. Took a lot to do that too. So I am going to rinse it off, and this is what we're gonna bring it back. Got all my butt up. Okay. My daughter's sending me text messages. I don't know why she texting me. So we need some foil paper. Looks like I'm almost out of foil. And we're going to stick that there. And I'm going to get a stick of butter. A stick of butter. Where is my butter? Okay, we got butter, and good morning, everybody. I am cooking the viral cabbage ball. Have you had it? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut it up in chunks, stick it inside of there. And I live in Louisiana. So Louisiana is a very Cajun state, and we love some spicy food. So you're gonna see me put a lot of spicy stuff on here, and I hope that it doesn't set me on fire. Some cayenne pepper, some garlic powder. So I got some seasonal, I got some cayenne pepper, and some garlic powder. What you said? And minced garlic. And I'm going to put all of that on it. Now you season it up the way you want to season it up, but this is how I'm going to season it up. And these are the seasonings that I cook with pretty much for the most part every single day. Everything I cook is what I use. This is what I use. And it said that it had to go in the oven for like 2 hours. So you're supposed to stick some holes in it. I'm gonna use the knife so that it can the juices can kind of flow through it. So I'm just stabbing it and kind of chunking it up or whatever. Kind of let. So this is what I'm gonna eat today. Happy Sunday. How's your day going so far? I'm just going to do all of those things. And the cayenne pepper is going to give it that little spice. And since it looked like it was just that easy, I just decided that I was gonna go ahead and cook it. Because I got a little hole in the foil paper, but we're gonna make sure it works. We wrap it up. And they say wrap it for 2 hours. And voila! So that wasn't too bad. All of the juices and all of the stuff supposed to fall in the foil paper, and you just scoop it back up. I just want to cover the piece that had that hole in it. And then you put it in a pan, put it in an oven for 2 hours. And I'll do that while I start to cut up my potatoes and get the rest of my Sunday dinner going. What are you cooking today? Let me grab a pan. So I'm going to bake that on 375 for 2 hours. Put it on 375 for 2 hours, and let's see what it does. My husband took last night and then cleaned up behind it, so. Okay, so we gotta clean up his mess, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So, let me put this in the trash. So I just came from the grocery store getting everything that I needed for today's dinner. Yes, I wash my dishes. I don't care to wash and then put them in a dishwasher. So I do wash my dishes. So that's a little stuck. But either way, I'm going to get that taken care of. Now I'm going to sit here and cut up the potatoes that I have to cook for today. And Okay, now we just cut up these potatoes, and that's what we're gonna do. Cut up potatoes. And have you ever eaten smothered potatoes before? Smothered potatoes consist of bacon. We fry our bacon in the pot. And we cut up an onion, a bell pepper. We cut up onion, bell peppers, onions, and we slice them. We don't chop them or dice them. We slice them. And I'm gonna cut up about 3 onions. About 2 or 3 onions. These are small, so I'll probably grab some more. Simply because I like onions in my food. And I could never be on a cooking show because, you know what? Like, cooking for home and cooking for somebody else is totally different. Thank God I'm cooking for my family and not anybody else, because, I don't know. I just be like, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for all of that. I'm using the same knife that I use to cut up everything else. I should have bought some onions home because I don't have any onions. So I'll only be cooking with 1 onion because that's all I have. And I went to the store thinking that I had more onions than I have. I just bought a bag of onions and I don't have any more. So here we go. We're gonna make this 1 onion work for what it's worth. And I'm gonna cut up my onions, and that's what we're gonna do. Put the onions in the bell pepper in a bowl, so that I got all of that stuff ready when it's time for me to put the pot on. So it's just me, my husband, and my daughter, and one of my sons. My oldest son may come over and eat with us today, but being that everybody is in college, she'll pack her food up and take it with her when she gets back on the road to go back home to school. So she probably won't eat here. She has to be back on campus by a certain time, and she probably has to study, so she'll probably grab her food and pack it up, take it with her. And on top of that, she likes to have food that she can eat through the week, so she can have something to eat. So yeah, rinse all of those off, and then we'll saute them down, cook them in a pot with the sausage and the bacon, and let them just cook down till they get translucent. Then we'll put the potatoes in that'll be the last thing that'll go in. That's why I'm chopping this up now. And I'll chop the potatoes up as I'm cutting up the potatoes. I'll I'll be letting this cook down, letting the bacon fry down, and I'll add the vegetables in over time as I'm cooking, so that it won't get too it won't be too soft. So when I do put the potatoes in, they'll be pretty they won't be so mushy like they you know how vegetables disappear in the food. I don't want them to do that. So I still kind of want them to be a little firm and have some crunch to them when I put the potatoes in the pot. So that way when the potatoes start to cook down, they'll kind of cook down together. And that's how I'm gonna do it. I love smothered potatoes. My mom, when she was alive, when I was a child, she would cook smothered potatoes all the time. And I think that was one of those meals that we were able to get that was very hearty. And because she got food stamps, it was kind of like that was one of those meals that we would have leftovers from, and you got full, so you probably wasn't trying to eat multiple times throughout the day, unless we went outside and played. Then we come in and eat again. But for the most part, we didn't do a lot of extra eating. Food had to last. So I love the smothered potatoes. And she used to do baked turkey wings as well. That was another thing that I like. So today I'm doing smothered potatoes and smothered chicken with green beans. And I may do cornbread. I like cornbread. I love cornbread. I love cornbread. I can eat cornbread with everything, but it just depends on how I feel as it pertains to the cornbread. Because, you know, my oven is already on. I'm in Louisiana, and as it starts to get hot, I don't want the oven on in the house because it makes the air conditioner work a little harder. And on top of it, it's just hard to keep the house cool because it's so hot outside. So depending on how far I get with all of this, then that'll determine whether or not I want cornbread. So this is what we're doing today. And I'm going to enjoy doing it. Because, oh, I forgot to say, if you guys haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please do. I am trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. And I need 4,000 watch hours. So help a sister out. Yes, I come on pretty often. And I think I'm going to make this my Sunday deal. Because I think I like to, y'all make me cook a little. You know, it goes by a lot faster when I cook. Talking to you guys. I'm here by myself. And I'm just rambling for the most part. But as I cook my dinner for this afternoon, and I have quite a bit to cook. I can't wait to Thanksgiving. Are you all ready for the holidays? I know it's going to be a little somber because of the times that we're living in, but I still think that I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to, I don't have any kids and I don't have any grandchildren. My children are all pretty much adults. So I'm probably going to start some type of new tradition with them over giving Christmas gifts because they don't want no Christmas gifts. I mean, I'm going to give them money probably. They can probably use the money more than they can whatever gift I go and buy them. So I'm going to just give them money and let that be. That's going to be their Christmas thing. And they can do whatever they choose to do with it. But I'm excited about Christmas. Are you? And if you are, what are you going to do for Christmas? What are you going to do for the holidays, even if you don't celebrate Christmas? Thanksgiving. What are you doing for the holiday season. And what holidays do you celebrate as it pertains to the holiday season? And what does your holiday look like? I celebrate Christmas. And I used to do a lot of decorating, but being that my kids are no longer little children anymore, I don't have to do that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm finna start having garage sales, and I am going to start getting rid of some of the stuff that I used to have, because I don't do. Like, I got a big bag of rotten potatoes. Like, why did he pick this bag? My husband never send me into the store, because I don't know what he brought back. Like, 3 of the potatoes in his bag is rotten. Look at this. Like, cut that part off. I threw that one away for nothing. See, 3 potatoes in the bag is rotten. Like, what happened to the potato? Okay. I don't know, but I need all the potatoes, so, and I'm not going back to the store. Put them in the pot and I'll wash them off. And then I'll be ready to cut them up. Hold on. They're pretty dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse them out. And put them in a pot with some water until I am done cutting them up. And that'll be that. So now it's time to cut up the potatoes. And I don't use a potato peeler because I never used one when I was a child. So I learned how to cut potatoes with a knife. And that's what I use. And I think I do pretty good with it. My children use a potato peeler, but I don't. I prefer a knife to get it over with and go on about my business, because this is what I learned how to do. Put those in that water. And nobody told me what they're cooking today. Yeah. Are you cooking at all? Do you cook? Do you go out to eat? Do you have children that you have to cook for? Is your wife cooking? Is your husband cooking? What are you doing? Let's talk about it in the comments. No? Well, I usually do all the cooking in my house. And I'm typically the one who does all the cooking for holidays and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm the cook. I'm the one. I am the one. I'm going to be the one that's going to cook up everything. I like cooking. I love cooking, especially trying like the gourmet meals, you know. That's why I got that cabbage in the oven, and I can't wait to see what it tastes like. I should have put some crawfish ball on it because I am in Louisiana, and I really would have loved to know what that tastes like, but you know, first time for everything. So once I taste it, I'll be able to see what it's missing and what I need to do the next time I cook it. And what I'll add to it and what I'll take away. Because I saw it looked really good on TikTok. So I'm excited to taste it and see what it's going to be like. I didn't put my onions on at the stove because I didn't want to turn my back to you guys, because I'm going to be over on that side for a minute. And so I'll just do that when I move the camera over to that side. And you can see when I cut the bacon up and how all of that comes together when I'm cooking it. So I'm going to cut up this bag of potatoes, so we'll have a nice little bit of potatoes. And then I'll season up my chicken, put it in the oven, and put my green beans on. I'm just going to use green beans from out the can because I ain't feel like doing all of that. Cutting potatoes, cutting up seasoning, cutting up onions and bell peppers, and have to peel green beans too. I didn't want to do all of that, so here I am. Just deciding to say, you know what, we're gonna make this life easy today, and we're gonna pull some green beans out the can. We're gonna eat that. That's what we're gonna eat. Green beans out of the can. It's gonna take less than 30 minutes for them to cook. Less than 30 minutes, and I should be done cooking probably about 1 o'clock. And that will be fine for me. So if you're on my channel watching me cook, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I would be very grateful to you. I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. So that I can monetize my channel. Yes. I wonder if any of my sorrows ever come on to YouTube. Figure out. Hey girls, where are you? Cause yeah, I see hamburgers. Hamburgers and french fries. No, we're not eating hamburgers and french fries. Not today. We are eating potatoes, baked chicken, and green beans. That's what we're eating. Just cutting up potatoes, getting my Sunday dinner ready. Smothered potatoes, baked chicken, and green beans. This was not the best bag of potatoes. My husband went to the store yesterday and he bought the potatoes bag, but I don't think he checked the bag. So my potatoes are not the best. I don't know what was going on with the ground with these potatoes, because they are horrible. They are horrible. Thank God I don't have to feed a lot of people today, because I have to throw the bulk of the potatoes away, because they are rotten in some spots, and like, look at that. You see that? Gotta cut that off. Like, ugh. I'm sorry, you never think about potatoes being in layers, like onions. Potatoes having layers. But as I'm sitting here cutting these potatoes and how I'm able to cut the bad spots out, thinking about potatoes having layers. Like, potatoes just, well, might be like an onion. Like, you can peel back the layers, you can cut off the layers. Yeah. You can cut them off and save the good part and get rid of the bad part. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Cutting off the bad parts and saving the good parts. Put them in some water so they are getting clean as you go. Rinse them off again. And boom. You are already and all set to go. Two more potatoes to go. What? See how fast that goes when I'm on YouTube? Like, it's just like you just be going. Get it done. Get it over with. I remember being in my grandmother's kitchen and just watching her cook all the time. Like, she had a lot of people to cook for, and we would all, as little children, she would have us peel the potatoes, snap the green peas, devein the shrimp, cut up onions. I miss all of those things. Like, I don't have any grandchildren yet, but I cannot wait to be able to share those moments with them when they are growing up. Letting them lick the cake bowl, lick the spoon when you bake a cake. My kids be like, you have a cake mixer in there, you don't even use it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna use it when I get some grandchildren. Not that I'm telling them they have to get grandchildren for me, right now, but my son would swear that I don't use my stuff so that he can come and take it. But no, you can't have it, because the minute I get some grandchildren, we're going to be in the kitchen cooking and making ice cream, all of that good stuff. Did you get to do that with your grandparents? Like, go outside and play in the flower beds and do all of that good stuff? Like, you think about all of the stuff you want to do with your grandkids, as you get older. Like, I'm 47, so I ain't looking forward to nothing right now because I still feel like I'm just a young lady. So for me, it's not. Put them in this bowl. And now it's time to put them on the stove. And this is where the magic happens. Is right here on the stove with the bacon and the onions. So I just came back from the grocery store grabbing all of the stuff that I need. Mix off my bacon. Put all of that in the pot. I bought 2 packs of bacon to do that with, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use both packs because I didn't cook a whole lot. Peel a whole lot of potatoes. So I'm going to call your daddy. And see what he wants. I don't have any more onions. I can't believe I don't have no more onions. Like, that is driving me insane. Like, where is the onions? I had a red onion that I can possibly use. Got a red onion that I can make happen. Gotta get creative, huh? said? Oh, yes, I do want crabs. That's where my onions at. We don't have, the onions ain't in there. I thought he took my onions with him. Do he have my onions? I don't have any onions. See if they got my onions outside this doggone thing. Out at that grill. Did you hear me? I had a whole bag of onions. I don't know what my onions is. Okay. All right, now it's time to put the bacon in the, well, the bacon is cooking. Put my onions in the pot. And then I'll put the potatoes in once all of that is cooked. I bought pig lips. Do you guys eat pig lips? I eat pig lips. Please. So we got chicken wings. And we got baked chicken. I don't do anything that I have to clean, do a whole lot of work to, so it's gonna be chicken wings. So I will need to do my second pack of bacon because I don't have that much in the pot. Do what? Don't do what? So my grandmother used to always say, clean up the kitchen as you go. That way you won't have that much to do when you finish. But listen, I'm going to tell you when I finish, the only thing I want to do is go sit down and watch TV. Sometimes I don't even eat what I cook because I don't really want to cook it. I don't want to smell it, or I don't want to taste it until the next day. I'll eat something else. And that's probably what I'm going to do with the cabbage. I'm going to taste it and I'll probably eat that because it'll be done before everything else is done. And I'll still be cooking when the cabbage is done. So I'll just decide to eat the cabbage, and I'll eat potatoes and baked chicken tomorrow for lunch when I come in for work. And that'll be my lunch. And it'll be my first time eating it. So I typically don't be wanting like leftovers once I eat that. Find me something to drink. These are the best. I don't know if you ever drink sparkling waters, but this one doesn't have a sparkling water taste. It's like a sparkling juice. It tastes really good. No, you're not gonna try it either. They're $13. They're $8 a pack. For six. So I don't share those at home with my children. They might take them and steal them when I'm not here, but I don't typically share them willingly. I'm just letting the bacon cook in the pot. Let's see. So it's kind of just cooking down, and I'm going to let it cook until it kind of gets crispy or whatever, and then I'm going to dump all my vegetables in, let it cook some more, and then I'll put the potatoes in, and then I'll let it cook. Oh, and I have to cut up the smoked sausage. So smoked sausage goes in there as well. I probably should cook it up. Put the smoked sausage in here. So you're gonna cut up, for my family, I just like smoked sausage in mine. I like real meaty potatoes. This is really one meal in itself. So you really don't have to cook anything other than that, a vegetable if you don't want to. But we're gonna make this like 3 meals. Green beans and baked chicken for the week with rice, smothered potatoes and green beans for the other meal. Ooh, I'm getting burned. Smothered potatoes and green beans. So we'll have like 2 different meals that you can mix and match throughout the week to probably about Wednesday. So then I'll cook Wednesday because I don't have class on Wednesdays. I'm in class for my PhD Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So we probably just in and out and winging it as we go on those days. So typically our go-to meal would be a salad. And that's enough for us. It's just me and my husband. A quick salad of some kind, whether we make it at home or purchase it on our way in. So as you can see, the pot is pretty filled with a pretty good bit of meat. I'm just going to continue to let that cook down for a while. And then as this is starting to cook and do what it do, now I'm going to add the vegetables. And now let all of that stuff just cook down. And just let it cook. I just wish I had more onions. Let that cook down for about another 5 minutes till they start to get a little translucent. And then I'll put the potatoes in there and season everything up. And then I'll cover it and I'll let that cook for the rest of for about an hour, maybe. Again, I use the same seasonings for everything. I mean, just depending on how I'm not doing all of that extra trying to go down the seasoning aisle. Season all for the most part has everything I like in it. I'm in Louisiana, so everybody typically will want some cayenne pepper in it or some Tony Chachere's. I don't use Tony's because it has too much salt in it for me. I mean, that's just my opinion. I like seasonal. I grew up on seasonal because my whole family used seasonal. So that's what I like. That's what I cook with. That's what my grandmother cooked with. My mama cooked with. And that's what I cook with. So, I typically just let that be my thing. Cook with that. So, I think my pot is kind of cooking down for this. So what I'm fixing to do is add my potatoes. And I think I have about 6 more potatoes that I had in a cabinet. And if I have to add more, I can cut those up and let them cook. Cook in as well. Alright, now this is the last little part. And you season it how you like to season it, but I season it with my heart. I know exactly about how much I need to put on stuff, and I don't measure anything. I already just know, this is what I need for this amount of food. And this is garlic powder. And then I'm just going to add some water to this. And let it cook down. And I'll say it's about a half a pot of water. I don't need a lot because I don't want it to be mushy. Once I put the water in here, I'm going to cover up the pot and just let it cook. There it is. That's one down. So now it's time for me to put the green beans on. some pig lips. I don't know, but y'all don't eat pig lips. No, I love me some pig lips. Not the candy kind. Good evening, Steve. How are you? We're Louisiana people, so we love some zaps. Okay. Okay, now it's time for me to clean my chicken and put it on. So that's what we're about to do. And then I can sit down. Yeah, that's what I can do after. Sit down because I've been cooking for about 2 hours now. These in the pack. And just say, you know what? It's still a little frozen. I'm going to let them run under some water until they thaw all the way out, and then I'm going to season them up. That's going to be how that's going to go. Stir up my smothered potatoes. And that's gonna be that. So I'm gonna let my chicken thaw out because everything is on right now, and I'll be back.